This morning I wrote a post about in order to truly solve your customer's problem, you have to understand it deeply. You have to be out of the office, off of Zoom, and in front of your customer, observing them, understanding their behavior, understanding what it looks like and how it feels for them when they're faced with that particular problem. And I gave an example, and the example is a pretty hard one, but I think it just really screams the importance of not sitting around a table to try and solve the customer's problem, but talking to them and getting to the root cause of the problem. So the example is, in pursuit of trying to tackle a problem in which premature babies were dying in third world countries, a group of experts got together. And immediately when they heard about, premature babies dying, what's the story with the incubators? I think we need to probably rethink how these incubators need to be used. So the path of thinking started immediately. They made an assumption. They started to go deep on the assumption and buying into it. But the good news is there were members of the team that were smart enough to say and stop the brakes before they started building anything and say, why don't we go to this third world country and actually observe what's happening? And when they got there, one of the things and the stark reality hit them is that a better incubator would never solve the premature baby's problem of dying. The issue was the baby was never making it to the hospital to get into an incubator. They were dying in the journey because these mothers were in very rural areas and it took them at least 45 minutes to get to the hospital. So in thinking through that, they immediately said, okay, how can we create almost like this portable way to keep them warm in order to get this premature baby into a hospital to really be taken care of? So they developed what's called the Embrace Warmer. And what's beautiful about this Embrace Warmer is like $25 that they got into the NGOs, and the NGOs were immediately able to distribute it out into the rural areas, and sure enough, they started to see a decline in that percentage. And today, nurses and doctors and physicians, they all utilize and make sure their patients have access to this when their patients are in low resource areas. So an amazing story with a very happy ending, but the key takeaway really is about, for you to understand and solve the customer's problem, you're going to have to go deep. You're going to have to go deep, observe, have a lot of questions, and understand the situation and what's happening when they face this problem, and then you can embark on your journey to solve it.